Ha! Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today I have another Power Rangers Lightning Collection review for you. This is the Dino Charge Black Ranger. Now, this is actually a Target exclusive. I don't know, like what makes them specifically decide which Rangers should be exclusives or not. Like, I don't know, but it is what it is. So here it is. If you want Dino Charge Black, if you want Chase, then you gotta go to Target and track them down. So here it is right here. Let's take a look at the packaging first and foremost. And as usual with the Lightning Collection, the packaging on these figures is just awesome. Great artwork right here, and that certainly is no different with this Ranger. On the side, again, you can see the artwork. And then on the back, you see the Dino Charge Black Ranger. So he does come with the standard weapons that you would expect, and this cool little blaster firing effect, actually. I really like that. And it's sort of purple, which sometimes with, the Black Ranger figures, some things that they make kind of purplish instead of black because it just doesn't translate as well. So, I guess that certainly kind of fits. But, yeah, it looks really cool. I'm excited to check this guy out. And of course, we'll compare with the other Dino Charge Rangers that have been released and see how he looks. So without further ado, let's get him open and take a look. All right, here is the Dino Charge Black Ranger out of the packaging. Let's take an up-close look at this figure here. So, first up, the helmet, and looks pretty good. Come on, focus, camera. Yeah, I think they got the overall proportions right. Good paint lines. Overall, pretty solid right there. You got the bit of red there in the shoulder pad. The chest piece right there. And the Dino Com, which we'll get to in a second. I do want to point something out about that. But overall, not too bad. I will say the hands are a bit of an off-white color, and it kind of looks odd in comparison with the white here, like it kind of stands out, but I will say that is not a distinct problem with this Ranger. Like Dino Charge Red has kind of the same thing. But there's two things, now that I have Dino Charge Red, there's two things that I really want to point out that are quite unfortunate. And I will say this. I honestly don't remember which one is... I think I know which one is correct, but I'm not 100% sure. Look at the Dino Coms, okay, on these guys. So there's the yellow on the outside, which is fine. On the red one, you have the black background, and then the little, symbol is gray. This one is kind of reversed. You have the gray, or it's more of a silverish background, and then the black icon there. I believe the one on Dino Charge Red is accurate, and is the one that all the Rangers should have. And what further makes me also agree with that is, look at the picture here. This matches Dino Charge Red. They inverted the colors on the Dino Com. So it's supposed to be a black background with gray symbol. It's just, that has to be an error. There's no, you're not saving paint or anything, right? You're using both colors anyways. That just has to be an error. And that's unfortunate. It's one of those things where, man, if you're going to get a team of these Rangers, now he's going to stick out because it doesn't match, So that's a bummer, and quite unfortunate as to, that happening, because again, the one thing I want consistency. I want consistency. We started to see that happen with Bandai America. If you remember, Mighty Morphin had the belt buckles that started to not become consistent, right? We're seeing it now with Dino Charge, and it's not good. It's not good, Hasbro. I'm a little worried about that. And that's not the only inconsistency, right? Dino Charge Rangers have this little silver piece on their hands, right? Look, they didn't paint it for Dino Charge Black. To me, what this is showing is, because these are both single figures that were released, same price point, literally the same team that they're on, so the paint, like the amount of paint that you need for these Rangers should be the same, should be consistent, and this released a while ago. And this is the superior version. The Dino Com is accurate, the hand paint is accurate, so this later release of the same price point and everything is less accurate. And what that means to me, especially when you look at the hands and just missing paint versus wrong stuff, is that it's a cost-cutting measure. And they thought they don't have to paint it there, they want to save costs. And that is unfortunate. I have to call that out, because that is a problem that consistency to me is important. Like, if all of the Rangers didn't have the silver paint, that would be a bummer, sure, but that would look better than if we're starting to get these mismatches, right? So that's something that I really hope Hasbro takes a look at in the future, because it's not good. We actually did start to see this already a little bit with Dino Charge Gold, I should say. He already started to miss the silver paint on the hands there. Now his Dino Com is a little different, so the color scheme wise, but it also has the black background still, so, you know, so we already started to see the missing silver paint there, but unfortunately, even on this Ranger, the paint is missing, which sucks. Okay, before I get into all the accessories, let's just take a quick look at the articulation then. Should be pretty much the same for what you would expect, especially if you've seen Dino Charge Red already, but let's just run through it real quick. Head does rotate. You do have this piece that kind of gets in the way a little bit, so keep that in mind. So same thing with the arm rotation, just kind of goes right around there. It does lift up there, and there's a swivel. This whole piece does rotate. You do have a double jointed elbow, and then the hand, of course, rotates and also goes up and down right there. This entire chest piece swivels all around, side to side, all around there. You do have some abdomen crunch right there. It is a little tight, but you can kind of see it there. Okay. And then you also have the legs that move out, move forward, rotate right there, double joint at the knee, the entire boot rotates, and then the same standard foot swivel and up and down movement as the other figures. So, pretty much what you would expect. Okay. So, as far as the accessories that he comes with, so the pre-installed hands are these two grabby hands right there. You also get an alternate right fist, which again, no silver paint, but you do get a right fist. And then a left karate chop hand, which I've said before I'm not the biggest fan of, but if you like it, then there you go. But there you go. You do have the Dino Charge Morpher right here. Which, interestingly enough, I don't remember if the one for Dino Charge Red, I'd have to find that. I don't remember if it's like this, but one side has more paint than the other. So that is also interesting. So you're really going to have to pose it a certain way if you want to get that paint detail there. Okay. And you do have the sword right here. Black here, silver here. And then this is actually not like that yellow. It's kind of a, I don't know what the right color is to describe it, but it's kind of like a lime color, like a greenish like color sort of. And it's very much like what it's actually supposed to be. So I do appreciate that rather than them just going with the standard yellow. They went with a more accurate color there. Which again, I'd have to find the one that came with Dino Charge Red. The accessories are a little bit harder for me to find than the Rangers, given that they're all in the same bucket that I have, same bag. But yeah, there's that. So, you know, again, he can hold all the stuff just as you would expect. You know, so there you go. I guess I should also say, in fact, let me just have him hold the Morpher because of the accessory that I want to show. Come on. Slide right in there. Okay. And this is that translucent purple effects piece that I was talking about. Now, interesting to note is this is specifically designed for this Morpher. There are 2 holes there. which are meant to go along with that part of the Morpher. So you cannot use this with other blasters or anything. This is specifically designed for this Morpher. And it's one of those things where, I mean, it sometimes stays on a little bit. You got to push it in just right just to make sure that it will stay and not just kind of fall off. But it's not the tightest fit either. But that does look kind of cool. You know, it's a neat little effects piece. Better than some of the other stuff that we've gotten before. So it's nice to have that variety. So there you go. But of course, the most important accessory of all, in my opinion, is the civilian head, because that's how I like to display some of my figures, right? So let's pop off the head here. And here is the chase head, which I think looks pretty good. I think they actually did a really good job of capturing his likeness. So again, I'll pop that right on. Like that's him right there. You know, like that's actually really, really solid. I think that's awesome. Of course, he can kind of hold his helmet there. If you can get it just right. But yeah, I mean, that's a pretty solid looking civilian head. So there you go. That is Dino Charge Black. Let me know in the comment section below what you think as well. Is the inaccurate Dino Com and the missing silver paint, are those deal breakers for you? Or are you still planning on picking up this figure from Target? Have you found this already, I guess, as well? It's been out for a little while now, so keep an eye out if you're interested. Yeah. Got more Lightning Collection reviews on the way, so make sure you are subscribed. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, take care, and I will see you later.